So I decided to do a production of A Midsummer Night's Dream. And I chose this because it had the most whimsical and playful moments. So I thought it would be like more interesting than some of the others to stage, and it would allow me to have more creative freedoms. So that's why I chose it. To direct it, I would have, of course, me, since I'm the one doing this project. And my credentials are that I did drama and theater in high school, so I know a little bit about like being on stage and directing and those sort of things. And then I have Shakespeare experience from this class. And I would have a co-director helping me, so I chose Rachel Chavkin, I believe is how you say her name, and she is known for directing Hadestown and Natasha Pierre and the Great Comet of 1812. And both of those shows are really like interesting visually, which is why I chose her, because her directing style, it has a lot of more like simple sets, but really extravagantly choreographed like blocking, and the use of lighting is really interesting. It makes you just feel different things when you're watching a show. And she does have non-musical theater experience writing and directing for the team, which is a theater school. So for the cast, we have the female leads, and I would cast Holiday Granger as Helena. She's known for playing Anastasia in the 2015 Cinderella, as well as a lot of other things. That's just what I know her the most from. And she does have some stage experience. She started out in the theater, and she does really well in lead roles, particularly in TV shows. So I think she'd be good as the lead here. And then for Hermia, I have Sophia McShera, and she's known for playing Drizella in the 2015 Cinderella, and she has lots of theater experience. She's in theater shows all the time, and she does well in funny roles like Drizella. And since they have worked together in Cinderella, I think that they would work well together in this show. For the male leads, I have Alex Pettyfer as Lysander, and he's a really well-known actor. I know him the most from Beastly and I'm Number 4, and I think that he would bring in a bigger audience since he is well-known. And both of those movies, he plays really dramatic roles, so I think he'd do good in this show. For Demetrius, I have Samuel Anderson. He's not as well known. I think the thing he's known the most for is The History Boys, which I'd never seen, but I did watch some clips of, and I was impressed with his acting, so I think he'd do good here. And he has a lot more stage experience than he does film or anything. And since this is a staged show, I thought it would be good to have a stage actor in this role. For costuming, I wanted it to be pretty simple for the human roles. I looked up a lot about what people have like done for costuming in the show, and then as well as just like historical outfits. So for the human roles, I did more 12th century kind of medieval inspired looks, but really simplified. So just the white kind of tunic dresses for the women, and the simple tops for the men in like whites and neutral colors and just loose shapes. But then for the fairy roles, I wanted it to be more detailed. So I have the more colorful dresses that are more Greek inspired, and they would be in greens and blues and have the beading and the buttons and the ribbons like the picture on the right. For staging, I created this little stage here to show you, and there would be two main sets. So the first one is the Athenian Palace. The lighting would be really bright and white and blue tinted to make it look really natural and clean and crisp, like you're outside during the day. And it would have a really simple background, maybe nothing. I just have it white. But then you'd have the classic Athenian columns to kind of show where you are. And those would be sporadically placed through the stage. So one in the back and a couple more closer to downstage. And then for the forest, we would have, it would be much more colorful and more complex. So we have like the forest scene in the very background with the purple lighting. And the purple lighting would just give it a more whimsical feel. And you'd also, it's darker, so you'd know it's nighttime. And it's more like chaotic, I guess, since we are in the forest and it's supposed to have like a magical feel. And then there'd be a large moon in the background that would either be illuminated itself, or it would have a spotlight on it to make it illuminated. Thanks for watching. So I just want the whole show to be very whimsical and funny. And I think that the cast, crew, and design choices I made would make it a pretty good production. So hopefully it would be good if I ever really did it, or if anyone ever really did it. But thanks.